Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Long Sensation, and today we've got for you guys some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 news and information. Now, in today's video, I do indeed want to take a look at the supply drop system. I want to take a look at micro DLC in all of its glory because, well, over on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, etc., these past couple of days, it would seem that the community quite simply just doesn't want to see supply drop weapons within supply drops. Instead, they would like a different alternative to be able to purchase the weapons or something like that. And well, in this video, I do want to take a little bit of a more business approach to this, and I want to give you guys my honest opinions. I'm going to be suggesting 5 ideas towards Activision and Treyarch today, and well, let me know in the comment section below what you think is the best idea. And what I want to say before I get into these ideas is that we've got to bear in mind that Activision is quite simply a business. I've seen a lot of people supporting the hashtag black market blackout trend these past couple of days, and well, what I want to say is quite simply that is not going to work. Of course, if the whole community boycotted COD points, we did not buy COD points for the next several months, yes, Activision would listen, but quite simply the players that do go on Reddit, Twitter and YouTube are not the majority of the Call of Duty player base. In fact, we're probably only around half or even less than that, and those that don't go on YouTube, Reddit and Twitter are still going to purchase COD points when new weapons released. Also bear in mind that the YouTubers that have been supporting this trend will also still buy Call of Duty points if they can make content on the brand new weapons, and that is something that you've got to bear in mind. The YouTubers are the key influencers, and well, what we've got to do is come up with a more logical solution to resolve this issue, because I agree with the community that this indeed is a massive issue. So what I've done is I've compiled 5 different ideas. We're going to be taking a look at this problem in a logical approach because, well, what we've got to bear in mind at the end of the day is that Activision is a business. It's a business just like any other, and the purpose of a business is to increase their profits, and well, that is what we've just got to bear in mind when we're forwarding these ideas. So me personally, I don't think that boycotting COD points is going to change a thing because of the point I made earlier. The majority of the player base does not own Reddit, YouTube and Twitter, and therefore we can't get the whole player base behind this idea, and therefore it's not going to necessarily work. In fact, probably if 10% of the player base bought COD points, that is going to earn more revenue than, say, if they just introduce weapons as a $5 sum or whatever. So please do bear that in mind. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into the top 5 things. Sorry that I rambled on a little bit there, but the first one is going to be the arms dealer, which is going to be a guaranteed weapon supply drop. Apparently this was obtained via the game's code. As of yet, we've not seen any other indications that this is going to be incorporated, but I think that this could potentially be one of the better options for Activision from a business standpoint. And what the arms dealer is going to do is going to guarantee yourself a weapon within a supply drop, and apparently this was going to cost 1,000 COD points or 150 crypto keys. That would mean it would be around $10. Yes, it's very expensive, but I think that moving forward what Activision needs to do is they need to remove Call of Duty points altogether and allow people to purchase crypto keys instead. And that is going to be one of the main things that I think that needs to be introduced. That is so people can buy crypto keys but also play the game standardly and be able to save up and stuff like that. Maybe they get, let's just say, 120 crypto keys by playing the game, and then they want to top it up by purchasing 30 crypto keys so they can open an arms dealer supply drop. I think that would be a very cool way, and I think that the Call of Duty points thing just needs to be scrapped and be replaced by just standard crypto keys. Now, the next one is going to tie in with all this, and it's going to be a community market in which people are going to be able to sell their weapons, sell the weapons that they've obtained. Maybe they've got the duplicate of the same weapon several different times, and they want to stick it on a community market for a specific amount of money. Of course, this would change from weapon to weapon. For example, I might want to stick the baseball bat on the community market for 50 crypto keys because, well, it is, yes, a melee weapon, but it's no different than just, say, the standard knife. And then I may get the HG40, and then I'll stick that on the community market for, let's just say, 200 crypto keys because, yes, I have got a duplicate of this weapon, but at the same time, it's very sought after, and, well, people could save up for that particular weapon if they wanted to purchase it. They don't need to gamble within the supply drop system, so that would make complete sense. Now, the next one is not going to be directly towards supply drops, but instead it's going to be daily crypto key challenges. And I think that this is a very good idea because quite simply it's not going to directly impact supply drops or anything like that, but instead it's going to give players a bigger chance of being able to get more crypto keys in which they can then redeem for these supply drops, and of course have an increased chance of being able to get some of these weapons. I think that, for example, 10 new challenges a day, 2 crypto keys each, maybe 2 to 3 or 2 to 5 depending on the difficulty of the challenge, and well, over the course of a few days you might be able to save up a lot of crypto keys and be able to purchase a lot more supply drops than you would just standingly playing the game, which of course is a very big bonus. And of course they did this within Black Ops 1 with the COD points thing. Of course it was a bit different than Black Ops 3, but I think that it needs to be introduced. I think that it's a very good idea. I'm not sure why they didn't incorporate this. And also, to kind of add an additional note to this daily crypto key challenges, why not just add wager matches? I think that wager matches was a very cool thing within Black Ops 1. It was very unique and it was something that a lot of people played because, well, they could gamble away their COD points, and well, it would be pretty cool to see wager matches come to Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in the term of being able to gamble your crypto keys. So the next one is then going to be have an option just to purchase the weapons. This is something a lot of people have been suggesting. I think that it is a very good idea, but I think that Activision are probably going to overprice the weapons just so they can generate a lot more revenue through the supply drop system. Once again, Activision is a business, and I think that a lot of people are expecting these weapons to go up for, let's just say, $2 to $3, and I think that probably we're looking at just say maybe $8 to $10 or something like that, because, well, they want people to go through the supply drop system rather than just purchasing the weapons directly. Now, the next one is going to be the final one. This is kind of the biggest shot in the dark that I would recommend, and that is going to be a separate season pass which is going to give you all of the micro DLC in the game for a specific price. And this is something I probably assume a lot of people are going to get their knickers in a twist over because, well, a lot of people are saying, well, I've bought the season pass, so I should be entitled to be able to get all of the map packs and also all of the micro DLC. But even if we just take a look at the Black Ops 3 season pass, it advertises just 4 multiplayer maps and no micro DLC is involved. So you have already purchased the season pass under the impression that you're only going to get 4 multiplayer maps and of course the zombies maps, and that is it. So that is something you do need to bear in mind, and that of course is something that Activision would say if we did speak to a representative in regards to that matter. So that is going to be my top 5 ways to improve the supply drop system. Of course, each of these have their own kind of right and their own little different unique way of improving the supply drop system, but even every single one of these combined together could make the game such a big difference in terms of how we perceive Call of Duty Black Ops 3. A lot of people are just bothered at the moment that Call of Duty is going down the route of a pay-to-win system. Me personally, I do think that the weapons are not pay-to-win. I think that Treyarch have done a very good job of balancing the weapons, but of course when the community gets an idea in their head about supply drops, about the pay-to-win system, then well, we all seem to go down the same route. And it's just very bad for business in terms of Activision because, well, their investors are going to see this massive community backlash and stuff like that, and then, well, questions are going to be asked. And like I said before at the beginning of the video, I don't think that this supply drop blackout is going to change a thing. I think that if Treyarch release some more weapons on Tuesday, I think that Activision and Treyarch would see very similar profit numbers compared to that of the last set of weapons, because quite simply, Reddit, YouTube and Twitter were not the majority of the player base, and I even think that quite a lot of us would still purchase COD points because we just want to get our hands on the new weapons. Of course, YouTubers want to make content on them, and essentially it would just not change a thing. And it's going to be interesting to see how all this does play out. Maybe this is going to take off, this video, and a lot of people are going to forward these ideas around. And well, that is what I'm going to recommend. If you're a YouTuber, if you go on Reddit, then make posts, make YouTube videos on all of these same points, and hopefully Activision will realise that yes, a change wants to be made, and well, we're taking a look at this from a logical standpoint, and we're still bearing in mind that Activision is a business, just like any other business, just like, let's say, a shop, for example, and they want to make money, they need to make profits, they need to satisfy their investors, and that is what we need to bear in mind. We need to take a look at this from a more logical standpoint instead of just boycotting COD points, because quite simply, I just don't think that that is going to work. So, like I said, make Reddit posts on this, do it in a text formula, you don't need to credit me or anything like that. I just want to take a more logical approach to this instead of just kind of getting the pitchforks and the fire torches and just boycotting COD points, because to me, I don't think that is going to work. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Pretty long video for my channel. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it as that. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I've been Long Sensation, and I'll see you guys in the next video.